Merry Brewmas, everyone! To show my appreciation for the immense amount of support you've all given me in 2021, I wanted to do something special for you guys this holiday season. So, welcome to the 12 Days of Brewmas, where I'll be posting a Christmas-themed video every single day for 12 days straight, and at the end of the 12 days, I'll be picking 4 random subscribers to choose whatever they want from the Reddit Brew merch store. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed and comment a Christmas tree emoji in the comments below. I will also be donating all profit I earn from my merch store for the month of December to the food bank to help families in need in my area. But anywhoville, today is the last Hellmark story, and I am so sad. But you know what they say, all wannabe June Cleaver episodes must come to an end. So, without further ado, let's merrily prance on into the JUSTNOMIL story. Hellmark spreads the news of my non-existent pregnancy. This will be an update and a rant post. Please make sure your llamas are nice and hungry, cause OMFG. 4th of July went without incident. Hellmark had decided to spend it with one of her sisters, and we all had a nice time. Hellmark had lulled us into a false sense of security until about 3 weeks ago. So you all understand the nonsense that happened. I must tell you that my husband and I are very active, health conscious, and disciplined individuals. Both of us have health issues that had us really committed to eating well and staying active. Since we started dating, we both have strict workout regimens that include weightlifting, boxing, yoga, and are avid participants in Spartan races and Tough Mudders and all that fun stuff. We are extremely strict with our way of eating, and rarely do we veer off of it. Basically, we train hard and we love it, and our whole family is aware of how seriously we take it all. The second thing you must know, if you don't already, is that my husband and I are child-free. We both like kids, but we made the decision that neither of us want the responsibility of raising a kid, and we both have too many things we want to do that we wouldn't be able to if we were parents. My husband had a vasectomy, and I'm considering getting sterilized just for extra protection. Now, our families know this, and being from a culture where the whole point of marriage is to have babies, it took a while to accept. Our parents didn't know about my husband's vasectomy, and I think they are still secretly hoping we will change our minds, but have at least respected our wishes by not bringing it up. Oh, but not Hellmark. Never Hellmark. There have already been a few instances where Hellmark was convinced I was pregnant and would get all excited. Newsflash, crazy? Even if by some divine intervention we changed our minds and I did become pregnant, there is no way my child would ever have anything to do with you. I will briefly list the instances below, as they are all noteworthy, but none can top this nonsense. The year my husband and I got married, I wore a loose tunic to a barbecue at my sister's house, and Hellmark told people at the barbecue that I wore it to hide my baby bump. Bitch, it was 90+ degrees. I wore it because it's hot. My grandma knitted a sweater for my dog Queenie one Christmas, and my sister posted a picture of the sweater on Facebook, along with the one my grandma knitted for baby nephew. Hellmark spammed the post with comments that she was going to have a grandbaby from me. No. Then I posted a picture of Queenie wearing the sweater, and she deleted all of her comments. For Christmas one year, included was a brochure on IVF in mine and my husband's Christmas gift, with a note saying it might be time to consider. She knows we don't want kids, but somehow thought we only said that because we're having a hard time having them. I was pretty epically pissed off at that one. A week after July 4th, there was a very nasty incident at my job, and I got injured. In short, a dogfight broke out, and while I and a coworker were working on separating the dogs, I got bit in the process. It was a mean bite to the arm, and it looked a lot worse than it was. I ended up getting stitches, and have been on a long strain of antibiotics that hit me pretty hard. I was extremely tired all the time. Basically, my boundless energy was gone while on the antibiotics and painkillers. bachelors, and I was on desk duty at work. My husband, brother, Sil, and their kids had been helping around the house and with our dogs because I just couldn't. The most I was able to do was light housework, but I swear I just felt like I was exhausted all the time. During this time, there was an anniversary party for Bill and sister. I honestly didn't want to go, simply because I was still in the middle of my antibiotics and definitely feeling the effects of it. If it had been an at-home party, I would have just stayed home. But Bill rented out a room in sister's favorite swanky restaurant, and my husband and I had already confirmed, so I sucked it up and went. Hellmark was of course there, and dressed like she was an old Hollywood star, complete with a mink stole, in the middle of July. She greeted us like a normal human being, to my shock, and expressed sympathy for my injury. Beyond that, she didn't talk to me for the rest of the dinner. Brother was at the dinner with Sil as well, and were sitting by me. Brother, being a troll, commented that I am letting my injury make me lazy about working out, since he hadn't seen me at the gym we all frequent. I complained that I was too tired to cook, let alone go to the gym, and played the dramatic pity card, saying all I wanted to do was sleep. This is the norm for brother and I. We tend to be purposely overdramatic with each other. Unbeknownst to me at the time, Hellmark was watching me closely like the creeper she is. The antibiotics made me nauseous, so my appetite was minimal, and of course with them, I couldn't drink alcohol. You all see where this is going, right? Hellmark got it in her head that I was pregnant. Did she come up to me or my husband or my parents to confirm it? No, dear lovelies and llamas, she did not. Her instant reaction was to go on Facebook and write, "Things are looking up. Looks like my beautiful family might be getting a little bigger." As you may remember, I do not have Hellmark on Facebook, so I did not see this status. It did garner quite a bit of attention though. It was about 2 weeks later when I was lounging at home when the UPS man rang the bell. I knew we were expecting packages of household stuff, and Goddess Bestie, MOH, and I have a tradition of sending care packages to each other when one of us isn't feeling well, so I didn't really think twice about it. I did, however, get a nice surprise to see a gift box filled with baby onesies. I honestly thought it was a prank gift from MOH or my husband's best friend, because they both like to joke that we treat our dogs like babies with the way we spoil them. And then I saw a note card. It was from one of Hellmark's sisters, congratulating us on getting pregnant. I finally learned what it meant to be completely and utterly gobsmacked. I texted my husband, and then called my sister to see what the hell this was all about. As soon as I told her what I got, she let out a big sigh. "I'm sorry. I tried to contain it before it reached you. Lovelies and llamas alike, I present to you evidence that sister is not as deep in the fog as we all feared." Sister then proceeded to tell me how Hellmark had been convinced that because of how I acted at the dinner, I was in fact expecting a child. She had gushed to all her sisters and Bill's entire side of the family about it. This is also where sister tells me about the status. To her credit, she tried to do damage control and set the record straight. But alas, she was no match for Hellmark's talent of gossip. The worst of it was that the news had reached my parents, who heard it from my aunt, and were very hurt that they didn't hear it from us first. Sister had called them and assured them that this wasn't the case, and this was an example of Hellmark assuming and guessing with no concrete evidence. Much of the damage was done. My husband came home that night to tell me that the gossip had reached my lovely Mill, and Mill knew enough not to take it seriously, because this was something we definitely would have told them first. Needless to say, we were both severely annoyed once again at Hellmark. I went full petty mayonnaise and told my husband that I was going to be petty. I posted a Facebook status that said, "According to other people that are not my doctor, I'm supposed to be expecting." You can imagine my husband's surprise, considering he had a vasectomy 2 years ago. I can only conclude that inception is real, and I am actually carrying Chris Hemsworth baby. And then I posted a picture of Queenie wearing one of the onesies that was sent to us, and I tagged everyone. Sister, sister, brother, Sil, Mill, cousins, extended family, literally anyone that could link me to Hellmark. Even made the status public on my otherwise private account. Sister reported the next day that Hellmark had deleted her status about expanding a family and is now mad at me and at my sister for humiliating her. That status did end up revealing to the family that my husband had a vasectomy, and both of us had to listen to our parents express their opinions on that move, but it was a small price to pay. My sister and I had a lovely bonding moment about how batshit Hellmark is, and she came over on the day that I finished my antibiotics to have a glass of wine with me. Despite Hellmark being a crazy creeper again, it was nice to have this moment with my sister. Ugh. Even if OP were to be pregnant, that is not Hellmark's news to tell. I also love how her Facebook post said, "Things are looking up. Looks like my family might be getting a little bigger." Because it's not even your family, woman, Jesus, Mary, and the wee donkey. This Mill clearly has underlying disorders, craves attention and approval, and is downright delusional. I hope OP writes another story one day about how they all got Hellmark therapy for Christmas, because she needs it. But anyway, that is all from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this Hellmark saga, and I did make a Hellmark playlist that I will link if you ever want to rewatch the insanity that is this Mill. Oh heck, make it a Christmas tradition to grab your tablecloth-sized lace handkerchiefs, snuggle with your family on the couch, and watch the story of the night in off-brand Wonderland. The Entitled Asshat Christmas stories will now resume, and I will see you all tomorrow for day 10 of Brewmas. Bye!